LB on the track.
Money on my mind, thinking lottery slick. I am so different than a lot of these fish. Who the fuck you kidding? 2020 vision, but when I look into your future, I don't see shit. My flow something white that you can logically sniff. I'm the best still, call me proper defense. I'm hitting every corner.
What up? It's Jay Bird, you already know. The kid from Newark. I'm a rapper / singer. I do it in French, Creole, Spanish, you know, Haitian and Dominican, all that good stuff. I rep Jersey all day, every day. It's in the name. That's why I spell it J-A-E-B-R-D. My goal is to pretty much spread my music through the world, you know. Music is a beautiful thing, and it's the one thing that everybody likes, you know. You got fighting with races, you know, there's different groups and all that, but you can't find a person out here that doesn't like one style of music. Even if it's not, you know, jazz, it's something else. You know, everybody likes music, and I think that's one thing that could bring everybody closer, you know what I mean? So even though I go hard and all that, you know, craziness is still about, you know, a greater cause in the end, you know, just making music people like, that everybody could just, you know, forget about all the beef shit. Let me think about this cool song I like, you know?
And the time it says it's go, go. You know I'm on my grizzly, I keep on it and get busy. Come and join the movie.
Alright, so basically, Jay, like, I mean, let people know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what made you start, like, wanting to do this music thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the one thing that inspired you to do this joint?
I mean, a lot of my inspiration was, like, the music that I grew up on. You know, I grew up listening to lyricists. Like, I feel like a lot of hip-hop, especially with the new cats, is a little downsized. Not a lot of them, because there are new cats that are coming out hard, but some of it is just real wishy-washy type, you know, and it's like, I grew up listening to, like, dudes, Nas, you know, Biggie, Jay-Z, you know what I mean, like, niggas that went hard, so, you know, hearing them, you know, it's just in you, so, you know, I feel like if your thing is one thing, it's gonna happen regardless, you know. I never thought I'd be a rapper, you know. 8 years before this, you would have told me, yo, you're gonna be a savage. I'd laugh, like, nah, not me, you know, but now look at me, for life. You know?
Alright, so I mean, talk a little bit about your life, like, what your life was like, you know what I'm saying? Like talk about it before, what was your life before music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, before music, before I was a rapper, I mean, I grew up just me and my mom's, you know, just me and her. She was real strict, you know, crazy, and you know, I barely did anything, you know, and it was crazy, man. I had a real confined life, but it was serious though, like always fights in school, going crazy, because that was like, I guess, my only way to do something. So, you know, I was always the bad kid in school, but I was straight A student though, you know. Let that be known for the record. But yeah, man, you know, I just always was wilding in school, but other than that, it was never nothing serious. I used to, you know, beatbox and stuff like that, you know, at lunchtime on the tables, and then I used to beatbox for like the lunchtime battles, but I never thought I'd take it, you know, to where it's at.
Alright, so now talk about, like, your performing, yo. Like, what was the first time you ever performed? Like, what was the first venue you ever did, yo?
I mean, you know, being a rapper, you always rapping, you know, in front of people, which is, you know, technically performing. But I think my first official where it was like a big deal, I was in a two-man group called The Future, and we did a show out in Newark, Club Atmosphere, and it was just crazy, man. Like, I remember there was other artists, and they went on and people were sitting down, and I was young at the time. I'm like 19, 18, and I remember just getting on the stage like, yo, everybody's getting up for me. Like, man, I am from Newark. Like, y'all gonna get up for me. And for some reason, everybody just rose up, and me and my boy just came out, smashed it. First song, and it was only 2 songs in the set, so the second song came off, took my shirt off, had the A shirt, tats, you know, crazy, you know, but that's the life, man. I feel like the feeling when you performing and just something you said got somebody feeling a type of way and moving. That it's in itself, sharing the music through audio is spectacular to me. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's how it should be done all the time. I give every performance my all, man. Sometimes I'll be done with a performance. Oh my But you're never gonna see that while I'm on the stage. You know, like I'd rather give that last percent, you know, like a phone battery, that last percent till I die.
And you can't goose me even though every one of them ducks. And I'm the special one you've noticed, I've been such from the jump. Yeah, tell you why niggas run from the bird. I do everything that you can do with guns, just with words. Killer flow, organs in my dinner rolls. Like rapping is a sin, I'm collecting every sinner soul. Oh, and until I reach my envision goal, you shall remain in victim mode forever like this shit's a mole. Yeah, king of that rap swag shit. I'm the 5 fingers reality slaps with. This for anybody who